गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Let there be peace, let there be peace and love amongst all the human beings of this universe. Let there be peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Welcome to the afternoon meeting. We have started the top chart. You can mention that here. We are going to do the best of the topic today. That is the fourth topic, Brahma Swarupam. The nature of Brahman or the Supreme Spirit is a very important topic because it deals with the nature of Supreme Spirit, and many times we are not aware what is the Supreme Spirit. We get caught up into the wrong notions. अपनी गलत धारणाएं जगत के प्रति, ईश्वर के प्रति, अपने साधना के प्रति और spirituality, world, ourselves, and spiritual practice. So we have the wrong notions about that. That has to be corrected. How? By using the scriptures. ये जो तत्व ज्ञान है given by the essence of yoga Vasishtha, it has to be used so that our mind will really mind the mind, because if you don't mind the mind, the other outside world will mind you. अगर अपना मन अपने को अपन ने बराबर नहीं किया तो अभी अपन ने जो चालू किया था, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट chapter we are doing is the manner of origin. And the manner of origin we have already dealt with the Bandha Swarupam. Quick recap of that. Bandha Swarupam, it says that if you really know the where you are bound, then the nature of liberation also comes forward automatically to you and you will know about it. And there are so many examples given. Seer seen is called as bondage. So today we are going to see even the cause and effect is itself is a bondage. It is all happening only because of the हरि इच्छा. पूरा जगत, कोई स्कूटर से गिर जाता है हरि इच्छा, कोई नंबर वन आ जाता है हरि इच्छा, कोई नापास हो जाता है हरि इच्छा. सो तो फिर एफर्ट्स का कोई मतलब नहीं है क्या? एफर्ट्स, यस, इट इज देयर, वेरी मच देयर. रिलेटिव वर्ल्ड एफर्ट्स आर रिक्वायर्ड, एंड दैट when we are mapping everything on the relative worlds, everything counts. You have to be passionate, you have to be cheerful, you have to be blissful, you have to be happy, you have to be contented, and over and above to remain in this world as divinity, you have to be very smart. See Bhagwan Krishna, how smart he was there. Sri Bhagwan Ram, how smart he was there. But they have done first, they are fully aware of tranquility and divinity. So the first topic is Bandha Swarupam, which we have seen that if you really know, if you know, understand the bondage, then without doubt you will know the nature of liberation. That's what we have seen. Then second topic, we have seen the Manomaya Jagat. The world consists of mind. The universe is spread only because of the self-existing Brahma, only by the mind. मन से ही सब कुछ होता है. That also we have done. Third topic, which is also very important, Jivan Mukta Lakshanam. So many characteristics are given. Who are the people who are called as Jivan Mukta? What is Jivan Mukta? There is no impact of the relative world on the mind of Jivan Mukta. Means he is above is and is not. He is above silence and noise. He is above all the things which creates the duality. He is above all those things. And that's what has been sadhana told in Jivan Mukta Lakshana. We have done that. Now we are starting the very important topic, that is a Brahma Swarupam. See, this Brahma Swarupam also has to be known. The nature of Brahman or nature of Supreme Spirit or nature of unfragmented consciousness, nature of undivided bliss. If you really know, the things will be in our favor. There are only few shlokas. Only 5 shlokas are there, but it really gives big importance and we'll be really going very slow and trying to understand that. Shloka number 34, chapter number 3rd, Brahma Swarupam. महाप्रलय संपत्त्यो सर्व कारण कारणम शिष्यते यत् परम ब्रह्म तत्तिदं वर्णते शृणु. What it means? In the fulfillment of great dissolution, the supreme Brahman or ultimate reality, the cause of all generative causes which is left be remaining, is now explained here that. तो क्या होता है? महाप्रलय समय सब कुछ ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश, महेश जी का काम चल रहा है, महाप्रलय आ गया. He is not bothered. He is the divinity. Nothing happens. Actually, nothing happens. How nothing happens is nothing happens to the space. So nothing happens to us. If you really know that you are the divinity, so this cause and effect will be dropped. Therefore, work on it. What is like being formless? That's what we ended yesterday. So Param Brahma is a cause of cause, and therefore it is causeless. It is called as Samanya Satta. So now let us see that there are two types of Prakriti Ashtada Prakriti and Jiva Prakriti. Similarly, body wise, there are many bodies. We can see all over the world 8 billion people around there, 135 crore people in India. All our bodies and their embodied is seated in that. And you can say that this is Ashtada Prakriti, but in everybody there is only one expression of Paramatma as life. Everywhere there is a Paramatma as life, that is called as Ekada Prakriti. So if you really catch hold of this Ekada Prakriti, you will be always blissful. All the situation you will see that only divinity, 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 because you have caught hold of that, but it is so sukshma ki it really misses out, because immediately we go to the relative world. So Jagat is only meant for living beings and not meant for inner things. If inner things are there, then really we cannot catch that. It's only the world is only meant for the living things. So how is that example of this consciousness which is one? So let us take an example of the lamps. In Diwali there is a huge series, maybe 1,000 bulb series we are putting it on Diwali celebrations on our wall. So what happens is there are 1,000 bulbs there, and wire is connected, and maybe plug is also there, but you are not plugged in. So what happens is all bulb, even though there is a potential to manifest light, even though there is a wire connected, even though the plug is connected, but since supply is not given, all the bulbs are not illuminating. So what happens is 1,000 bulbs means Ashtada Prakriti. And moment the button switch on, all the lights starts glowing. 1,000 lights are glowing. Maybe 40 watts of 1,000 bulbs are glowing. See the luminance, luminance, such a tremendous luminance. Because of what? Samanya Satta. That Samanya Satta is light. What is that light? It is coming because of the electricity which is there. Unless electricity is supplied through the wire and circuit is completed, we will not be in a position to get the illumination. Similarly, in this world, unless there is a consciousness manifesting through each and every being, it will not be possible to understand that divinity is manifested. It is remains in the dormant condition. Like power supply remains dormant condition if switch is not on. There is a power supply, there are bulbs, there is a wire, there is a plug, everything is there. But what happens is the power supply is not made on, switch is not made on. The light is not flowing through that wires and uh, all the filaments of bulbs, and naturally there is no illumination because of that. So what we mean to say is that this Sarva Karana Karanam. This is the Karan of the Karan. The Supreme Spirit is the Karan of the Karan. So you should remember this. This Almighty, so everything, wherever you are seeing, it is a Karan of the Karan. If you really sit quiet in a tranquil place for some time and just ponder how the world is moving, how these things are happening around us, you will understand Sarva Karana Karanam. You will get everything. Like even in software program, the people when they write the program, what happens is Karnat Karnam, everything they have the program written. One program, one Karan, another Karan, another Karan, and then the result comes. Maybe a 10,000 lines program is written. Okay, I got it now. So he says, okay, it is executable now. So he runs that, executes and get the pad from his customer along with money. So that is what Mahapralaya Sampatto Sarva Karana Karanam Shishyate Yet Param Brahmam Taditam Varnate Shunu. So, in the fulfillment of great resolution, the supreme Brahman, that is ultimate reality, the cause of all generative causes which is left remaining, is now explained here that. अभी जो बताने वाले हैं क्या बताने वाले हैं महाप्रलय आ गया सब कुछ हो गया अभी सर्व कारण का कारण भी है ये अल्टीमेट रियलिटी है कुछ भी हो जाए पर ये कहीं नहीं जा सकता हाउ इज दैट इन द वेकिंग स्टेट I am there. In the dream state, I am there. In the Shushupti stage, I am there. In Samadhi stage, I am there. That means I am the common. This I we have to catch. So let us see now the second shloka what is like. Chinmatram chetarahitam anantam ajaram shivam anadi madhya paryantam yadanati niramayam. So it is only the nature of pure consciousness, free from things, pursued, boundless, undecaying, blissful, devout of beginning, middle and end, existing for eternity and without end. So how much attributes are given of Brahma Swarupam? What is Brahma Swarupam? It is the nature of pure consciousness. It is the divinity itself, free from all the things pursued. इसको कोई लेन देन नहीं. He doesn't have anything to do with that bulbs. Whether there is a bulb, or there is a fan, or there is a oven, or there is a grill mill. Electricity has nothing to do that. He has to just supply the moment the switch on is made, circuit is complete, all proper loads are there at place. It will start either illuminating, or fan will start moving, or the washing machine will start working. So all because of the only the electricity. Similarly, here the nature of pure consciousness, free from things, pursued, boundless, undecaying, blissful, devoid of beginning, middle, and end, existing from the eternity without the end. So it is like a golden thread which is moving in the golden buds, and the gold is superimposed on the ornament. So if you are really doing the mala, golden thread is there, golden buds are there, everything is made of gold. But what we say is it is a puja mala, we say that. It is for 108 buds are there, and we have to do the Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram jab we are doing. So it is useful for that we say. But actually it is when you ask the gold, it is only gold. Likewise, if you understand this, then what will happen in your life? You will stop asking questions. क्वेश्चन पूछना बंद कर दोगे. ये ऐसे क्यों हुआ, वो वैसे क्यों हुआ, वो ऐसा क्यों हुआ, ये ऐसा क्यों होता है, ये क्यों गिर गया, वो ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है. अरे पूरा जगत ईश्वर की मर्जी से चल रहा है. नहीं नहीं, ईश्वर ही चला रहा है. नहीं नहीं, ईश्वर ही है. अपनी गलत धारणाओं की वजह से अपन सफर हो रहे हैं. We are suffering just because of our wrong notions. So if you understand this, then you'll stop asking the question and getting lost into the cause and effect. You'll not get lost into the cause and effect. Cause and effect will not trouble you anymore. So, for example, like you don't ask the questions on the geography. Why the earth is moving around the planets? Why this sun looks like that? Why moon looks like that? Why the uh, this moon gets illuminated because of the sun? This is all the nature. We don't ask these questions. Why we drop? Because then cause and effect is dropped. So similarly, drop the instrument by which the cause and effect is happening. जिसकी वजह से cause and effect happen हो रहा है. You drop that and surrender your intellect at the feet of Lord. अपनी जो बुद्धि है, you surrender that. So we have done one meditation when we what we did, all Panchamahabhuta, Prithvi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, Akash, we surrendered to the mind. From there, all these five plus mind surrendered to the intellect. From there, what we have done, Panchamahabhuta, mind, intellect is surrendered to the life principle. From them, Panchamahabhuta, mind, intellect, living principle surrendered to that divinity which we are. So see our potential. Even the gods cannot trace us. भगवान भी अपने को कुछ नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि अपन प्रत्यक्ष परमात्मा परमेश्वर स्वरूप हो. तो ये अपने को पता करके है. So don't carry any intellectually, don't carry any burden of the whole universe, and then you suffer because of that. So what has to be done? When everything is negated, what remains is the Paramatma. That is only the Paramatma. So next sloka is Drishta Darshana Drishyanam Madhye Yeta Darshanam Sthitam. Among the seer, seeing and seen, it exists as seeing, that is the cognition. It exists as a cognition only. So what is that? Only pure consciousness, blissful existence is the Brahman, is the divinity, is the one and all, it is everything. So next shloka is 36. Vedanasya prakashasya drishyasya tamasa tatha vedanam yat anadhyantam tadrupam paramatmanam. So like eyes cannot see the eyes, like mind cannot know itself, so therefore we also cannot know ourselves. We can only feel the presence. So perception which is light and the pursuit which is the darkness, perception or a cognition which is without beginning and end is the nature of supreme self. So that experience where experience is not born, or that knowledge where the knowledge is not born, is the truth. and therefore there is no ego of Jivan Mukti or there is no ego of Videha Mukti. Or the Videha Mukti or Jivan Mukti hoga, but there is no ego. As a Jivan Mukta, he is merged totally in the absolute. He is merged in that absolute. So there is nothing to worry about. So last two shlokas. Vedya Vedana Vrittatva Rupatramidam Puram Yatrodettattamayati Nirvikaram Niranjanam Yat Sada Bhati Sadrupam Tatrupam Paramatmanam. So, what is the meaning of this? Where this abode or body, which is constituted of the three characteristics of known knowledge and knower, rises and sets, which shines forever in the form of pure existence, immutable, without stain. This is the nature of Supreme Spirit. So, see, there are so many characteristics which have been told of the Supreme Spirit. Let us try to learn one by one, so that we really know कि भाई परमात्मा परमेश्वर जो लोग बोलते हैं वो है क्या. Is it and then photo of that Krishna? It is a symbolic representation, that is a manifestation. But what is really that? Truth is Chinmatra Upadhi Rahit Nirvishesh Satta, that is a Samanya Satta. So what is that? Chinmatra Upadhi Rahit Nirvesha. These words are come in this Brahma Swarupam. Chinmatram Chittirahitam Anantam. So it is infinite. Truth is Chinmatra Upadhi Rahit Nirvisham. That is first Ananta. Never ending. We never have an experience of our death. किसी को अपने मृत्यु का एक्सपीरियंस नहीं. So therefore, give up the notion of body identification. अपने body identification छोड़ दो. Body identification will come, but don't take it to be real. Then Ajaram. Third is Ajaram. We are never becoming old. Even though we are becoming old, we never feel that. No old man thinks that he's an old person. Fourth is Shivam, most auspicious. This Almighty is most auspicious. Anadi Madhya Parantam, that is homogeneous. शुरुआत में भी है, बीच में भी है, आखिरी में भी है. It is homogeneous. And it is infinite. It doesn't have parts. It doesn't have divisions. Niramayam. None of the existence of the relative world will trouble it. That is, space cannot be contaminated. It is not against anybody or anything. ये सबको अपने अडेप्ट कर लेता है. He will never comment on anything. Exactly the same way, the great masters living in the absolute truth, all the differences have no meaning. They have no meaning of these differences. It is beyond the complementary opposite. यानी complementary opposite हाँ या ना. अपने को अभी बर्डी जाना है. हाँ. अपने को अभी बर्डी जाना नहीं. ना. हाँ या ना. He is not bothered about that because this Paramatma is none other than our own being. It is none other than the own being. So what has to be? How to recognize this Paramatma? We have many times taken that. We will recite that names of Sri Ram, and there is a gap between the two names Sri Ram, again Sri Ram, and there is gap between the two names, then again Sri Ram. So let us do that exercise. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. So three times we have said Sri Rams, but between that there are two gaps. So one Sri Ram, gap, Sri Ram, gap, Sri Ram. So that's why when the gaps are there, that's why you could recite the three names Sri Ram. So three Sri Ram name and two gaps. Sri Ram name is a limited name, whereas gap is infinite. You can increase the gap anything. So gap is infinite. So whether there is a gap or whether it is a Sri Ram name, Paramatma always exists everywhere. So we support Sri Ram, we also support the silence. So we are beyond the presence and absence of the name Sri Ram. Whether the name is there Sri Ram or not. So what is that? We are beyond is and is not. Is hai or is not ke beyond hai. Next point, which is the characteristics of this Brahma Swarupam, Nirvikaram Niranjanam. Knower known knowledge when there is triput is born, sustained and dies away. That is the truth. When waves are created in the ocean is not disturbed. Ocean never knows. He says, okay, it is my part only. Niranjanam, it is uncontaminated. इसमें कोई खराबी नहीं होती, बदली नहीं होती. It is ever shining. We never an experience of our absence. अपने absence का कोई experience नहीं. It is a pure existence only. Real experience is what then? Maunam. But Maunam is not against the silence. Like when we are healed, when we did that meditation, sometime again we'll do it. When we did that meditation, अपने आप से मत बोलो, शांति का श्रवण करो. Please do not talk to yourself, listen to silence. When you say to listen to silence, You can take your mind to all the vehicles which are flying on the road. Concentrate there, your mind will immediately become quiescence. So real monam is the presence and absence of the words have no impact on us. As long as we are in the limitation of panchakoshas, you should behave normally. If your panchakoshas are troubling you, you have to behave normally. Otherwise also you have to behave normally because you have to lead a simple and disciplined life. And every day is a spiritual examination for us. How? Because whatever the relative jagat activities are going on there, you have to maintain your mind quiescent, tranquil, blissful, and cheerful always. So when you know this, so naturally you will not become egoistic. So what is the spiritual examination? You have to remain preoccupied in Advaita, Karanataka. You should do the Karanataka. So talk passive. Don't talk about your I have done it. Instead of that, say that this thing has been done. So that is there. So remain as wherever you are, whatever you are, whenever you are, be 100%. If you are in the office, do that and do your whatever office work is there and be happy. And you should be in the position to express happiness. And that will only possible through the contemplation daily, that is Abhyas and Chidakash Bhav, Maunam Bhav. So likewise you have to develop everything. All the subject has to develop so that it will go into our DNA and we'll always remember what? Our divine nature. What is our divine nature? Whether we like it or not, whether we want it or not, whether we know it or not, we are divine. It is only the divinity which is expressing as if being fragmented, but it is not fragmented. It remains as it without becoming multiple. It becomes multiple. That means it is Ekada Prakriti, but seems to become Ashtada or maybe more than that. So this is what has been told to during the Brahma Swarupam. So what is Brahma Swarupam? Brahma Swarupam, there are a lot of words are taken. Brahma Swarupam means blissful. Brahma Swarupam means devote of beginning. Brahma Swarupam means devote of middle. Brahma Swarupam is devote of end. Brahma Swarupam is existing for eternity. Brahma Swarupam is without tent. Brahma Swarupam is boundless. Brahma Swarupam is pure consciousness. And what not. So let us see some more. Brahma Swarupam is Anagyatam. Brahma Swarupam is Nirvikaram. Brahma Swarupam is Niranjanam. So there are almost, and Brahma Swarupam is immutable. Brahma Swarupam is without tent. So these are the so many characteristics we owe to this God who is sitting in our loving heart. So let us pray that loving heart God to give us a good strength, good knowledge, so that we will also be in a position to catch the best of the signals and there will be no wrong footing, no wrong notions will be there remain in our life. With these prayers. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tasat Shri Ramachandra Arpanastu.